Great. Gianluca, we see you. Do you hear us?
Yes, loud and clear, Stefan.
Perfect. Gianluca, thank you for your patience. As promised, we're joined by Gianluca Rampolla del Tindaro, resident humanitarian coordinator for Venezuela. Gianluca, please, you have the floor, and then we'll take some questions.
Stefan, if you agree, I'll be rather short so that we can open up for specific questions.
Perfect. Yes, please. Go ahead.
I'm not going to go back into the events of last Wednesday because those have been widely reported. I'll focus on where we are at this point. I mean, since Wednesday last week, when we got hit by the 7.2, 7.5 back-to-back earthquakes, we have had 500 aftershocks. And the latest was this morning. Hi, Farhan. The latest was this morning, early this morning, a 5.2 aftershock. So you can understand that we keep on operating in a high-risk environment. 7 states have been affected. The 2 that have been affected the most are the state of La Guaira and the Capital District of Caracas. Just to give you a bit of numbers, we are working with and using the official numbers provided by government. As of the latest update yesterday night, 1,450 people have lost their life. 3,000, more than 3,000 have been injured, and over 12,000 displaced. Now, these numbers will unavoidably and sadly keep on growing as the search and rescue operation continues, and as we are able to detail further the assessment of the impact of the quakes. In terms of the ongoing response, the government is leading a large-scale operation that is focused primarily at this stage on still search and rescue. We are beyond the 72 hours critical window, but, and this is one of the miracles of this country, rescuers are still being able to pull out alive people. Yesterday alone, 7 persons were pulled out of the rubble. Alive. Obviously, we are focusing with government on emergency medical care and working rapidly on setting up emergency shelter. There is a tropical wave that is expected in the next hours to reach Venezuela, and this will bring heavy rains. You can imagine what this means for the displaced people. 27 countries have mobilized over 40 teams of urban search and rescuers. This means over 2,000 rescuers and personnel on the ground with over 160 dogs operating within the framework of the INSARAG, which is the platform that the UN coordinates to mobilize support from all over the world. Together with the search and rescue operation, we are focusing, we get together with government on providing emergency healthcare, shelter, food assistance, water and sanitation, logistics support in ensuring not only storage but distribution of all of the supplies that are coming into the country, and protection. From a personal perspective, and I'll leave it there, and then we can move into questions. I have had the chance already to be twice 2 full days down on the most affected areas. And the show of solidarity, as often happens in these cases, but the heroism of the people and the solidarity is outstanding, and this somehow mitigates a little bit, obviously, the pain and the needs of the people affected on the ground, because the community itself has mobilized. The international solidarity also is heartwarming. At a time in which we just heard Stefan updates of all possible conflicts around the world. Well, the world has come together and very rapidly to provide assistance to the country. So at least this is a happy story at this point. I think I'll leave it at this so that we can go straight into specific questions.
Okay. Thanks very much, Gianluca. I'll now turn the floor over to the press for questions. First question goes to Amélie Boutelier.
Thank you. On behalf of the UN Correspondent Association, thank you very much for doing this briefing. I'm Amélie Botelier from AFP News Agency. I have two questions. You said, sadly, the toll is likely to rise. Do you have any idea how many people are missing or under the rubble? And secondly, usually in this kind of catastrophe, the UN is preparing some kind of flash appeal for emergency funding. Do you have any kind of estimates of how much the UN system is going to need for, and the other organization going to need to face the first emergencies? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Farhan, do you want me to take a few questions or you want me to go one by one?
Let's do it one by one.
Okay, so thanks for the questions. On the missing, as I said, we are working hand in hand with the government, and I won't start speculating on numbers that the government hasn't announced officially. I have given you, I actually don't think I have given you a number. It's 2,500, at least 2,500 structures affected, most of which fully collapsed. So we are definitely looking at a number that is higher than the one already reported. I can give you a proxy indicator. We are procuring, and this is something that has been agreed with the authorities here, 10,000 body bags. Okay, so that is somehow applying assumption, and it's very sad, and we truly hope that actually the number is going to be smaller than that, and that's why we are focusing now on the rescue operation. And I won't give you a number of missing because we don't have that number, and I'll just give you the number of the deceased that have already been reported, which is 1,150. On the appeal, the flash appeal, we will have an addendum to our existing humanitarian plan, and we're working on it. Now I have to acknowledge and thank the mobilization that has been globally to provide financial assistance. The United States of America, the European Union through ECHO, other countries bilaterally, and the UN through the SURF have already pre-allocated resources, important volume of resources that we are working on already allocate and start use for the response.
Okay. All right. Next question? Yes, Pan. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give us more details about the search and rescue? You said 40 teams, 2,000 people. How many people have been rescued, and so on and so forth? Thank you.
I don't have the aggregate number also because it's a combination of the people that are being rescued by the international teams, which we are coordinating together with the national rescue personnel and the private initiatives. So I can give you the latest, which was yesterday alone, just 4 days after the event, and 1 day after the critical 72 hours, the international rescuers were able to pull out 7 alive people.
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay, excuse me. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Mika Otsuki from Japanese newspaper Yomiuri Shimbun. I just wanted to ask you about regarding the U.S. rescue effort, that it was USAID that has been leading disaster relief efforts, and then, as you know, has been already dismantled. And then, while collaborating with U.S. team that is already been in Venezuela, did you notice any differences that in their rapid response capabilities? And if you also note there is any assistance that USAID has been providing, it's no longer offered. Thank you.
We are working very closely with the U.S. team that has immediately deployed and are present on the ground. that is in terms of coordination of logistics, and actually that we have been received the availability of their own asset and capacities. That's on the operation on the ground. In terms of financing, actually the US was the first government to announce the availability of funding to respond to the emergency. I'll leave it at that.
Any further questions? Do we have any questions online? Okay, if not, I'd like once more to thank our guest, Gianluca Rampolla del Tindaro, the Resident Coordinator and Humanitarian Coordinator for Venezuela. Thanks very much, and best of luck in
I see Efe here on screen with the hand up. I don't know if they
Oh.
wanted to.
Oh,
given
wait,
that
yes,
they
yes,
reached
they just joined. Oh, yes.
counting.
Yes, Efe, please.
We
Hold
can't
on.
hear you.
Hold on, please. We can't quite hear you. Can you get their audio up? What? Hold on. Try again. I don't know whether you're muted. Sorry, we still can't hear you. Maybe write out your question and then I can read it over for Gianluca. Okay, yes. Esteban from EFE has the following question. We have seen that many countries are offering aid and resources, but how can the UN ensure that it is distributed properly and reaches its intended recipients?
Not only offering, they have already provided it. I repeat, there are 27 countries that mobilized and have landed in country with rescue teams and medical emergency teams. There are supplies that are coming in, and there are more that are going to come, and there is financing. We have established mechanisms to coordinate all of this. We have an aid architecture that has been operating since 2019 in country. This is just to remind ourselves that we already had an ongoing humanitarian response within Venezuela. Within this architecture and through these mechanisms, we will work with government to ensure the best avail and maximum impact of the resources that the world is and will keep on hopefully providing to respond to this emergency.
Okay. Thanks. Are there any further questions? Okay, I see none. So once again, thank you very much, Gianluca, and best of luck in what unfortunately I think will be some fairly difficult days ahead. But thanks very much.
Thanks, Farhan.
Thanks. Good afternoon,